Good evening. Welcome to ORPtv News. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you on this Sunday, August 15th from the JK Auto Repair Studio. JK Auto Repair is a full-service car care provider located in Ozark, Missouri, 2301 Selmore Road. John and Zach, just great people over there, certainly taking care of us plenty of times. Make sure you tell them you heard about them here on ORPtv. This is the All Parts Auto Salvage Weekend Report. All Parts Auto Salvage with two locations in Springfield. 2600 North Benton is the salvage yard. 425 East Kearney is your parts store. We're going to talk more about it on Wednesday, but I want to really give some details about an experience I had with All Parts Auto Salvage helping me fix my car this last week. Absolutely saved me hundreds of dollars on a repair that I was able to make, especially with Alton's tutelage telling me what to do. Save me big money, and they can do the same for you. Let All Parts Auto Salvage help you fix your car. Our sponsors, JK's, All Parts Auto Salvage, Hillbilly Speedway in Fair Grove, Hodges Tree Trimming, Fink Binder Transfer and Storage, not just good because they're old because they're good. Home Sweet Home Realty and Associates, Rochelle Summers Toys for Tots, Appleton Imaging, Sigs and Swigs, DTA Bear Paws and Gloves, Twister Alley Raceway in Butterfield, and Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame. Well, it got real busy. It's been a busy week, the weekend racing, but the last hour or so got real busy for us, so I was doing work up till 10 seconds before we started this. Battle of the Beach at Lake Ozark Speedway. This was a nice event. I tell you what, we ended up having great weather for it. We was hoping we would. Lake Ozark Speedway, they had racing on Friday. It continued on to the finals on Saturday. Your late model winner, Peyton Looney. This guy's been a legend around here for a long time. Good to see him take home the MLRA late model victory at this big event. The Power Eye Superstock, Tyler Worley. The USRA B Mod, Cole Campbell. And William Garner takes your Midwest Mod victory there. On Friday night, I-35 Speedway in Winston, Missouri, Mitch Ross takes the Pure Stock. E-Mod was Michael Taylor III. John Willard takes the Sport Compact. Show Me Class was Daniel Schmidt. And DJ Barnes took the Midwest Outlaw Vintage Class. That's one I'd really love to see some pictures from. I'd like to see these Outlaw Vintage cars. That was the Friday night event. They did have racing on Saturday. We'll talk about that in a minute. Lakeside Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas on Friday night. Nick Bidinger takes your A-Mod. B-Mod was Dylan McCowan. Don Mars in the victory for Pure Stock. Stock cars was Ed Griggs. And Trevor Hand takes your E-Mod. Now over in Salina Speedway, this is Salina, Kansas. Stephen Bowers Jr. with the first. We have a lot of repeat victors this weekend. So many so I was planning on putting it together, and there were so many I didn't get it done. But Stephen Bowers, one of those guys. This is his first win of the weekend in the IMCA Modified at Salina Speedway. These are all IMCA certified classes, so we'll skip that part of it. The Northern Sports Mod was Tyler Watts. Danny Holt takes the Stock Cars victory. Nicholas Ronnebaum in the Hobby Stock, and Dylan Rafferty is the Stars Mod Lights victor. Dallas County Speedway had that special event Friday night for the kids where they were giving away bicycles, and I mean to tell you, I saw some other posts where people were they gave out school supplies, and must have been 50 or more bicycles. Just a great event. So cool that Scotty Allen and the sponsors and the racers and the fans all pulled together for that event at Dallas County Speedway. Really admirable. Well, the USRA B-Mod winner, Robbie Ewing, who, by the way, himself has a kid, new baby just about a year ago, so a little ways away from racing time, but newer dad, Robbie Ewing with a victory. David Hendricks takes the USRA Stock Cars class. Midwest Mods, Ben Newell. He has been on fire this year. Ben Newell, I believe they have a baby coming too. One in the on-deck circle. They're going to be coming around pretty soon. So Ben Newell racking up those trophies. Pure Stock winner was Steve Lorenko, and fourth cylinder was Kyle Smith. Lebanon Midway Speedway on Friday night. USRA B-Mod winner was Brian Schott. Mark Simon takes the late model. Michael Muskrat takes the Power Eye Super Stock. Steve Muhlenberg is your Midwest Mods victor. Brian Piercy gets his first win of 2021. Glad to see that. Really like the Piercys a whole lot. Pure stock victory there. Congratulations, Brian. And Justin Day takes the Hornets class. Moving over to Salina High Banks in Salina, Oklahoma. Tyler Wolf is your modified victor. B-Mod was Cody Couch. Matt French takes the Super Stock. Pure Stock was Jordan Shive, and Baron Colvin is your trophy class winner. Central Missouri Speedway on Saturday night in Warrensburg, Missouri. Gunnar Martin takes the A-Mod. Aaron Poe is your Super Stock winner. Brad Smith, B-Mod. And Spencer Reef is your Pure Stock winner. Now this is where we had our Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage Big Mover of the Weekend. Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage, almost 100 years in the moving business. We're going to be using them hopefully in about 4 or 5 weeks when we make the move to our new home that we purchased with the help of our agent Renee Frizzell over at another sponsor, Home Sweet Home Realty. But Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage, whether you're moving across town, across the country, they can make that move a whole lot easier for you. Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage, Big Mover of the Weekend in the Pure Stock class. CJ Turner moves up 17 places to take 7th in that A feature. Congratulations to CJ Turner, your Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage Big Mover of the Weekend. Going back to I-35, Saturday night. This is their normal race lineup. They have a lot of cars show up because they have a big classes. USRA Modified Dylan McCowan with another victory. Let's see, I believe he took that one on the first night too. So he did. No, that was at a different track. Dylan McCowan was one of our double up winners. USRA B-Mod was Tyler Cadwalder. Thomas Ground takes the USRA Stock Cars class. Pure Stock, Brandon Dixon. Kerry Davis is your Midwest Limited Late Model victor. Sean Burns is your E-Mod victor. Sport Compact is taken by Brad Mick. And the Show Me class goes to Austin Johnson. Saturday night, moving to Legit Speedway over in West Plains. Brad Ball is your Hobby Stock victor. Matt Brown takes the Sports Mod class. In the Power Eye Super Stock, Donnie Miller is the victor. Billy Romans takes the victory in the Sportsman Late Model class. IMC Modified victory goes to Sawyer Krigler. And Super Late Model goes to Canyon Methvin. Monette Raceway. Don't forget, Monette is racing on Saturday nights now, not Sunday. They jumped in at halfway season, had some new management come in and ownership. Really seems to be going well down there, kind of getting some steam going. Good to see that at Monette. Pure Stock victory goes to Chad Summerfield. Garrett Thompson takes your Midwest Mod victory. B-Mod goes to Stetson Johnson. Brian Brown is your Power Eye Super Stock winner. The USRA Hornets / Mini Stock class goes to Chaston Carlton. James Poe wins the 100-lap Enduro that they had. So a lot of racing going on in Monette. Good to see that. Historic Bolivar Speedway was set to have racing on Saturday night, but due to a family emergency, that was canceled. Haven't gotten a hold of Vicky and Jim Benner to find out what was going on with that, but whatever it is, hey, us here, Mary and I, send our best and hope that everything turns out smooth and okay. So no racing at Historic Bolivar Speedway this past Saturday. However, Mocan moving to the drag strip. We got drag results this weekend. Mocan Dragway Sportsman class. Larry George takes the victory there. The junior modified was Cade Peak. Simon Shinsky is your junior competition winner. No Electronics was Randall Mink. And Super Pro was Ken Zeller. Moving to Springfield Raceway, which we have right here. Ryan Gilmore. Boy, I tell you what, old Ryan Gilmore, he has a huge following, a good-looking car, and takes the victory. Congratulations, Ryan Gilmore. Comes back to his home track, the USRA B-Mod win. Stephen Bowers Jr. with his second win of the weekend takes the IMCA Modified class. Midwest Mod A class. Jared McIntyre, this guy's pretty much ruling that class. He takes the victory. Dylan Doris takes the Midwest Mod B class. James Reedus takes your pure stock. Grayson McKinney is your Legends victor. Late model goes, they had so many late models, they run an A feature 1 and an A feature 2. Cole Wells is your A feature 1 victor. Jim Bodie the third is your A2 class. So 2 victors in the late model class, the A feature 1, Cole Wells, A feature 2, Jim Bodie the third. Mini stock goes to Jacob Purrier. Hillbilly Speedway, Fairgrove last night. One of our sponsors, just one of the most fun racetracks. It's so affordable to get your family into, especially if you, like so many of us, if you're kind of on, not a tight budget, but, you know, things are expensive. Say you got family coming in, they want to go to a racetrack. This is one of the best places to take them because $10 an adult, kids 12 and under free. You can really go in and have a great time on a very small budget, and it is as much fun as you'll ever have. More fun than a barrel of monkeys, let me tell you. Hillbilly Speedway in Fairgrove, your 4-cylinder class last night. Tim Holt takes the victory. Second and third is Dodson and Sterling in your 4-cylinder class. 6-cylinder, Shane Headley with the victory. James DeWitt is second. Allison Brinkley is third. Your 8-cylinder class, I've rode with him before. He's a great guy. He's a big old fella. Good to see Thomas Brashears takes the victory in that one. And then it's all Baker Racing behind him. Don Duck Baker is second and Ann Baker third. So congratulations to them. A lot of fun. Highway 65 north of Springfield to 125. That's the brand new big come and go. Turn right. It's a mile down on your right. You can't miss it, and you can't have any more fun than you do at Hillbilly Speedway in Fairgrove. Moving over to the IndyCar racing. It was all road course in Indianapolis this weekend, and it started good, and by the time it ended up just a little while ago, it was a mess. But the IndyCars had a good time on Saturday. This was the early race. You're looking at the winner there. That was Will Power takes your victory in the NTT IRL at Indianapolis. So Will Power with the win. Romain Grosjean second. Colton Herta. That's a second or third generation racer there. Alexander Rossi. Pato Ward. Right on down through. Let me tell you, this was the best finish, or equaled the best finish that Jimmy Johnson has had in an Indy car. He finished 19th at this event. So after that, Saturday afternoon, in your Xfinity class, Austin Cindric takes the win. Second was A.J. Allmendinger, and that ended up being pretty important. Justin Haley is third, Chase Elliott fourth, and Noah Gragson was fifth. So these guys were in there trying to get a little bit of that extra experience because this is the first time they've run the road course on the stock cars. Well, there was a couple wrecks in that one. I saw there was a speed bump in one of the last turns, and there was cars jumping. I mean, not the kind of thing that they're used to doing. Well, we didn't know how big that was going to be. Well, here's your rest of that. Your lineup there on your Xfinity class. The NASCAR just a little while ago got all the way down to 4 laps. Big car pileup. What they were having was, if you didn't see it, the bumps are mobile. They're not built in. So, like catching your foot on the rug, there's parts of these, the NASCARs, that low parts on the front of it were catching and just ripping off. Well, you had one blow up, I think the third or fourth place car, and it just caused a pileup behind them. So they had to do all this cleanup. It went into delay. Got going again, same thing, same turn, another one, big wreck. Some of the drivers already weren't happy about this road course. Well, I don't think that they're going to be singing its praises after this. Big wrecks. But after his second place on Saturday in the Xfinity, A.J. Allmendinger survives this mess and takes the victory. So a big win for A.J. Allmendinger. Ryan Blaney is second. Kyle Larson third. Chase Elliott back-to-back fourth places Saturday and Sunday. And Matt DiBenedetto Really like this guy. Glad to see him with a top 5 finish. He doesn't have a ride secured for next year. Hopefully he can get that done. A lot of people were at Topeka, Kansas for the Heartland Nationals NHRA this weekend. I tell you what, after seeing, I don't know if it's still airing right now, so if you're watching this live and they're recording the races, if it's not aired yet, take a little break here because we're going to talk about the results. I wish that we would have been there because I don't know how many more times you're going to see this. Funny car winner, that young man, John Force. I believe this is like his 153rd or 154th victory. It's ridiculous. His number of victories is so much more than anyone else. I think we talked about it before. You had to add second, third, and fifth place all time to equal him. John Force takes the victory. Well, then Brittany, his daughter, that's still racing, takes the top fuel. So it's a 2 victory day for the Forces. Really awesome. Your pro stock was Dallas Glenn. Then you have another family affair. 2019 Southwest Missouri Drag Racer Hall of Fame inductee is a rising star, Rachel Meyer. She wins the top alcohol. And then I believe this is her brother, Dusty Meyer, takes the top sportsman. So you have father and daughter take top fuel and funny car in the Forces, and then the Myers, a family affair, take top alcohol and top sportsman. So 154 win. My analyst there, Mom, thanks there, Mom, for checking on that. She tell you what, man, she is fast on there. She loves having all that information, so thank you for that. I'll make sure and send you a prize or something, maybe a t-shirt or a hat. So Rachel Meyer, Southwest Missouri Drag Racer Hall of Fame inductee 2 years ago, takes your win. Congratulations to the Meyers. New Berlin, New York. Washougal is the name of this track. Probably an Indian name. AMA Motocross was back in action yesterday. 450 class. Ken Roxon, great to see this, takes both moto wins for the overall victory. Dylan Ferrandis is second. Marvin Muskin, this guy was on a tear a few years ago, and then he crashed just every time he was on a bike for a while. But a third place finish for Marvin Muskin. But Ken Roxon with the 1-1. Congratulations to him. 250 class, one of the most popular riders up and coming, Jet Lawrence takes the victory, Justin Cooper second, and Jeremy Martin third. There's a look at Ken Roxon and your overall here. Eli Tomac fourth, Sexton fifth. There's Jet. I believe Austin Faulkner was top 15. Outdoors is not his thing, that's for sure. But they will be moving back indoors soon, and Austin Faulkner will be doing a lot better. Knoxville Nationals. Well, Kyle Larson stayed real busy, it sounded like, this weekend. He went and raced this in Knoxville, Tennessee. They said he flew back to the other race to Indianapolis, had a few hours sleep. But the 60th annual Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's, it looks like I don't know if he won the Preakness, what's with all the flowers, but Knoxville Nationals there. Kyle Larson takes the win. Donnie Schatz is second, and Brad Sweet third. So this was a big notch for him. This is one of those bucket list victories that he'd always been wanting to have, so congratulations to him. Your full lineup right there. One of my favorite drivers here, Rico Abreu. If you haven't seen him, he's just a heck of a great guy, racer. There's Casey Kane, former NASCAR driver. Big event at Knoxville. Moving to local celebrities. If you've been out to Ozark Raceway Park, you're familiar with the Hispanics, Gary Jr. and Gary the Third from Limo Land. This is the car they call Bad Grandpa. It's a big LTD, kind of like the one my mom drives. Sometime I'll have to tell you a story about her chasing down a felon to help out Springfield Police Department, her LTD. That's a true story. This is their Maverick. This is the substitute. So these two cars, they went over to the Outlaw Armageddon. As far as no prep racing, this is about as a big event as you can get. Well, Gary Jr. in his daily driver takes the victory, and Gary Spanik III wins the true street. So you have the substitute and Bad Grandpa both taking wins in the Outlaw Armageddon at Thunder Valley Raceway in Noble, Oklahoma. Congratulations to them. That is a big, big victory. Here's a look at the whole team. You can see they bring a whole crew here, late night, but all worth it when you take home that victory for sure. One of our ORPtv girls, we talked about Kinsey Mercado doing so well last week at Loretta Lynn's. Well, this is another one of the girls that we sponsor. Courtney Martin. She used to race the Hoosier Arena Cross Series. Now she races BMX. She made the move from muggy, rainy New Orleans area. She's living in Las Vegas. Well, they went over to Richfield, Utah to race the Gold Cup. She is the #1 women's expert. She takes first in the women's cruiser, and she's 7th overall national women's cruiser. So Courtney Martin, I kept this picture this way just because I thought, man, how cool is that to get to see those mountains back there behind it and all that nice dry weather. But Courtney Martin, just absolutely an incredible racer, made that move from motorcycles over to BMX. She is fantastic. I know there's got to be some things we missed. It seems like that we went through a lot of it. I know that there was more to get to. We just, quite frankly, I can't keep you guys here all night. Nevada Speedway, we'll mention real quick. B-Mod, Scotty Baugh, John Coates, Street Stock, Pure Stock, Corey Cagle. Scott Molefield takes the Outlaw 4-cylinder. Caden Bolin, Midwest Mod, and Brandon Vink is your mini stock winner. Congratulations to all of them. We'll be back here on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. for ORPtv Live. We'll talk all about the events coming up this next weekend, including the event we're going to be at. You want to make sure you make your plans. The Panty race at Twister Alley Raceway. We'll be down there with Heather and Chip and Donna and Tony and the crew. This is a very special event. A lot of fun. Involves racing and them having to put on some big old granny panties during laps. This is a lot of fun. We're going to be one of the sponsors of it. I can't wait to be involved. To be a good excuse. Well, I was going to say for me to put on. I just stop. We'll be there next week at Twister Alley Raceway in Butterfield. We hope you'll join us. We're going to be taking some shirts and things and having a real good time. So be sure you join us there for that. We'll see you back here Wednesday night and we'll tell you all about it. For ORPtv, I'm Stag.